On Casey's Top 40, I'm Casey Kasem. Now we're up to that question from a listener. It comes to us from Scott McKee in Warren, Michigan. And Scott wants to know, in the history of the charts, what's the fastest rising number one novelty song? Scott, the best year for novelty songs was the year 1958, when 3 made it all the way to number 1. 2 were by David Seville, one called Witch Doctor, and the other a hit he recorded as The Chipmunks, the Chipmunk Song. 1958 was also the year of the fastest rising number 1 novelty song in the history of the charts. It was recorded by Sheb Wooley, a one-time cowboy from Oklahoma who acted in the movie Giant with Elizabeth Taylor and James Dean. The song which Sheb Wooley wrote was inspired by a joke he heard from some kids. What has one eye, flies, has a horn, and eats people? The answer, a one-eyed, one-horned flying people eater. Well, Sheb just colored the monster purple, and the result was the Purple People Eater.
It was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me.
The Purple People Eater by Sheb Wooley. It hit number 1 in only its second week on the chart back in 1958, making it the fastest rising number 1 novelty song of all time. There's your answer, Scott. Good question. Thanks for writing in. Now, on with the countdown.
Number 22. American Top 40.
Well, now let's find out whatever happened to the man who recorded the most successful novelty song of all time. His name, Sheb Wooley. Back in 1958, you couldn't turn on a radio here in America without hearing this song.
I want to get a job in a rock and roll band.
Well, bless my soul.
From 1958, that's the Purple People Eater, a novelty hit that shot to number 1 in an incredible 2 weeks. It's also the only top 40 hit for singer, songwriter, and actor Sheb Wooley. But it wasn't his only pop chart appearance. Sheb Wooley hit the Hot 100 another 8 times. He hit the country chart 13 times and had a number 1 country hit called That's My Paw. But there are many people who know Sheb Wooley better as an actor than as a singer. You see, for 7 years, he played the role of trail scout Pete Nolan on the hit series Rawhide. He worked with John Wayne in the movie The War Wagon. In the Oscar-winning movie High Noon, Sheb Wooley, playing a villain, shot it out with Gary Cooper and lost. And more recently, he took a few shots at Clint Eastwood in the movie The Outlawed Josie Wales. But Clint was too fast for him. All told, Sheb Wooley has acted in more than 50 motion pictures. Recently, he told us that he's semi-retired now, but he's working on an animated cartoon version of his big hit, The Purple People Eater, as a Saturday morning television series. He still writes songs and goes into the recording studio now and then as a producer. And that's my update on Sheb Wooley as the countdown rolls on.
Like it's from coast to coast.